Welcome to Bloodstained Stories, where we dive deep into the dark and gripping world of true crime. I'm your host, Joseph, and today we're exploring the sensational and polarizing case of Amanda Knox. In 2007, Amanda Knox, an American exchange student, was accused of murdering her roommate, Meredith Kercher, in Perugia, Italy. The case, marked by intense media scrutiny, questionable evidence, and multiple trials, divided public opinion and sparked international controversy. Join me as we unravel the details of the crime, the investigation, and the legal battles that ensued, culminating in Amanda Knox's eventual acquittal. Are you ready to journey into the heart of true crime? Let's get started. On the night of November 1st, 2007, the quaint town of Perugia, Italy, became the epicenter of a sensational murder case that captivated the world. British exchange student Meredith Kercher was found brutally murdered in her apartment, sparking a complex and controversial investigation that ensnared her American roommate, Amanda Knox, and Knox's Italian boyfriend, Raffaele Salicito. The ensuing legal battle, marked by questionable evidence, media frenzy, and multiple trials, highlighted the profound differences in legal systems and the impact of media on justice. This is the story of Amanda Knox, a case that remains one of the most polarizing and debated in recent history. Meredith Kercher, a 21-year-old student from England, had come to Perugia to study at the prestigious University for Foreigners. She shared an apartment with Amanda Knox, a 20-year-old American studying linguistics, along with two Italian women. The two young women had known each other for only a few weeks but had quickly formed a friendship. On the morning of November 2nd, 2007, Meredith's partially clothed body was discovered in her bedroom, her throat slashed and signs of sexual assault evident. The apartment showed signs of a struggle, but there were no clear indications of forced entry. The investigation into Meredith Kercher's murder quickly focused on Amanda Knox and Raffaele Salicito. Knox had spent the night of the murder with Salicito, and her behavior following the discovery of the body, perceived as odd and inappropriate by investigators, raised suspicions. Knox's initial statements to the police were inconsistent, and under intense interrogation, she implicated Patrick Lumumba, her employer, in the crime. Lumumba was later cleared when his alibi was confirmed. The turning point came when forensic evidence suggested the presence of both Knox and Salicito at the crime scene. A knife recovered from Salicito's apartment was said to have Knox's DNA on the handle and Meredith's DNA on the blade. Additionally, Salicito's DNA was allegedly found on Meredith's bra clasp. Despite these findings, significant questions were raised about the integrity of the forensic evidence. The defense argued that the crime scene had been contaminated, and the DNA evidence was not conclusive. The knife, in particular, did not match the wounds, and the bra clasp had been discovered weeks after the initial investigation, raising doubts about its reliability. The first trial, held in 2009, was a media spectacle. The prosecution painted a lurid picture of a sex game gone wrong, portraying Knox as a manipulative femme fatale. Knox and Salicito were found guilty, with Knox receiving a 26-year sentence and Salicito 25 years. The verdicts were met with shock and disbelief by many, including a vocal group of supporters in the United States who believed Knox was innocent. In 2011, the case took a dramatic turn when an appellate court overturned the convictions. Independent forensic experts reviewed the evidence and concluded that the DNA findings were flawed. Knox and Salicito were acquitted, and Knox returned to the United States. However, the legal saga was far from over. In 2013, Italy's highest court ordered a retrial, citing procedural errors. In 2014, Knox and Salicito were again found guilty. This ruling was short-lived, as in 2015, the Italian Supreme Court definitively acquitted both, citing insufficient evidence and criticizing the handling of the case by prosecutors and police. While Knox and Salicito faced multiple trials, another individual, Rudy Guide, was convicted of Meredith Kercher's murder in a separate fast-track trial in 2008. Guide, a known burglar, had fled to Germany shortly after the murder, but was extradited to Italy. His fingerprints and DNA were found at the crime scene, and he admitted to being present during the murder but claimed an unknown assailant was responsible. Guide's conviction was upheld, and he received a 16-year sentence. Despite this, the prosecutors continued to pursue Knox and Salcedo, arguing that Gide had not acted alone. The case of Amanda Knox had a profound impact on the legal community, media ethics, and international relations. It exposed the stark differences between the Italian and American justice systems, particularly regarding pretrial publicity, the role of forensic evidence, and the appeals process. The media's role in shaping public perception of Knox as the Foxy Knoxy influenced the case, leading to debates about the ethics of media coverage in criminal cases. Knox's treatment by the press highlighted issues of sexism and cultural bias, as her behavior and lifestyle were scrutinized and sensationalized. For Amanda Knox and Rafael Salcedo, the ordeal was a life-altering experience. Knox became an advocate for the wrongfully convicted, using her platform to speak out against injustices in the legal system. Her memoir and numerous documentaries have ensured that the case remains in the public eye, serving as a cautionary tale of how quickly justice can be derailed by flawed investigations and media hysteria. The case of Amanda Knox is a multifaceted legal drama that underscores the complexities of international justice and the power of media influence. It serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of due process, the need for rigorous forensic standards, and the profound impact of public perception on the pursuit of justice. As Amanda Knox continues to rebuild her life, the story of Meredith Kercher and the quest for true justice in her name remains a poignant and unresolved chapter in the annals of true crime. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Bloodstained Stories as we delved into the complex and contentious case of Amanda Knox. If you found this deep dive into one of the most debated legal battles in recent history compelling, please subscribe and leave a review. Your support helps us bring more in-depth true crime stories to you. Follow us on social media for updates and behind-the-scenes content. Have a theory or a case you'd like us to cover? We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring the mysteries of the true crime world.